Hey everybody, this is Tressa. Today I'm going to make sticky chicken. I'm not going to actually call it that. I'm going to call it chicken and caramelized onion gravy. And it's really good. And I hope you try it. Okay, the first thing I did was I bought boneless, skinless chicken thighs and breast. I have about 2 breasts in here and about 3 or 4 thighs. It weighs about 2.2 pounds. And I marinated it overnight with the Tony Sacheries. And if you don't want to use this, it's got a lot of salt in it. If you don't want to use it, you can make up your own salt, pepper, garlic powder, a little chili powder, red pepper, and you can control the salt. I happen to like it, and it's a little bit spicy, but I marinate this overnight. And the next thing I'm going to do is prep my onions. Now, you need a lot of onions. I'm going to do 1 red onion and 4 large Spanish onions. You can also use sweet onions. I used to use sweet onions, but I happen to like it better now with the other onions. And I also chopped about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to chop the onions, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, guys, I actually decided to use the 4 large onions and mix the red onion in. I'm not going to use this big onion over here for the simple fact that I have only 2 pounds of chicken. So this should be plenty, 4 large onions. Okay, I'm heating up my pan. I want to kind of sear the meat, and I chose a wide pan because you need a lot of surface area for the onions. And I put about 3 tablespoons of canola oil in. So now I'm just going to put you just want to sear it on both sides. You don't want to cook it all the way. And this recipe, I used to cook it with only bone-in chicken with the skin on it. It was pretty good that way too. But these go a little faster. My fire's on high. And you can see I put quite a bit of seasoning on, not too much, because I don't want it to get over salty. And it is a little spicy, but it's really good. The Tony Sacheries or any other Cajun seasoning you find, they're pretty good. So I'm going to sear this, and then I'll show you the other side. Flip it over because I don't want it to cook all the way. And when you use the bone-in skin on chicken, it does probably have a little bit more flavor. But I was trying to make it just a tiny bit healthier. Oops, getting stuck a little bit. Sear the other side for just a few minutes. That took about 5 minutes. So I'm going to wait 5 more minutes, take my chicken out, and then I'll show you. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take it out and let it rest. And you can also cut it into pieces if you want. I'm going to let it rest in this bowl. And so there's a little bit of chicken flavor at the bottom. And at this point, if you wanted to, you could take out a little bit of the oil. I choose to do it at the very end. So what I'm going to do now is turn my fire down to medium high. Get rid of these. And dump in all of my onions. I'm going to show you the different stages. These onions are going to cook for quite some time. I'll tell you the exact time once I'm done. I'm going to show you exactly what they're supposed to look like. The onions, the caramelized onions is what gives it the really good flavor, and the chicken. So I'm just going to stir these around. I'm not going to add any seasoning right now because I'm going to use chicken stock, and I don't have the unsalted kind. I only have the one with salt. They didn't have the unsalted at the store. So I'm going to let these cook down, and I'll show you as I go the different stages of the onions. I've pretty much deglazed the pan. I also wanted to say that it is a lot of onions, but when you cook it down, it's going to look like it's one onion. That's how far we're going to go. So we'll keep going, and I'll show you next what they look like. I also forgot to say that you have to pretty much stand here and stir them because they will start sticking. And they're turning a little bit brown. I just wanted to show you this stage, but you do have to keep stirring so they don't burn. And I turned my fire to medium high. I don't know if I said that earlier. And I added just a pinch of salt and pepper to them. I figure the salt might draw out some of the water and make them go a little faster. Okay, I'm still stirring. You can tell that they've shrunk down a lot already, and it's only been 10 minutes exactly. And I'm just stirring. My fire's still on medium high, and you can see them turning a little bit brown. But we're going to even go there. We're going to get them to the color of peanut butter. So stay tuned, and I'll tell you exactly how long it takes. Maybe I should call this Cajun chicken and gravy. I'm not really sure because I have the Tony Chachere's on the chicken, or Southern. I don't know what to call it. Maybe you can give me suggestions, and the next time I make something like this, I'll know what to call it. Okay, it's been exactly 10 more minutes. I turned my fire down just a little because you can see this. It looks like a burnt spot on the pan, but it's not burnt. I turned my fire down, and I think maybe they call it sticky chicken because the onions just get so sticky. But I'm almost there. I'm going to keep going just a couple more minutes. I want them a little bit darker, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, you see how the onions are almost the color of peanut butter? They're almost ready. I'm going to go ahead and throw in my garlic and just get this a little bit toasted. Not much, because I don't want to burn my onions. And then what I'm going to do is pour chicken stock in here to deglaze the pan. But you can tell the pot was full of onions, and now it doesn't look like very much. They really shrink down. And it took exactly 24 minutes. So I'm going to cook my garlic just a little bit. And my fire's on medium low right now. I was trying to go a little bit too fast, I believe. Okay, that's looking just about right. You could add whatever you wanted in here. You could add different vegetables, or I just stick with the onions. That's what the way I was taught. I wasn't taught with the boneless, skinless chicken meat though, but I just kind of changed that over the years. Okay, I think that, and you can tell by smelling them. They just take on a different smell. It smells so good. I can't describe it, but you'll know just by the scent that they're ready. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn my fire up just a pinch and pour me a little chicken stock. This probably has about 1 cup in it. I don't usually measure it. I just kind of go by how much gravy you want and how much meat you have also. You do have to like onions though for this dish, that's for sure, because it's still quite a few onions. And see, I'm just going to scrape all that goodness off the bottom of the pan. And once I decide how much chicken stock I want, I think I want just a touch more. I'm going to add probably about another cup. We like a lot. I cooked a pot of rice. I just use a rice cooker to cook my rice. I never tried it in the Instant Pot. I have one. I just never tried to cook rice in it. Okay, let's see. That looks good. And I'm going to add my chicken back to the pot. I'm going to simmer this for about 20 minutes, probably. I also have to go pick up my daughter from school, so I don't have that much time. And I'm going to take all the chicken, put it in, and I'm going to pour this juice in there as well. So I'm going to bring this up to a boil, then I'm going to turn it down just a pinch, and because the chicken's not cooked all the way. So I'm going to simmer it probably for about 20 minutes, and after 20 minutes, I'll bring you back. Just wanted to show you that I brought it up to a boil, and then I turned the heat to low. And I'm going to keep going for about 15 more minutes. Okay, I've been cooking it for about 20 to 30 minutes. And you want to cook it until the chicken's tender. And I just took my spoon and just cut the chicken up with my spoon. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off and put a lid on it, and then wait for my daughter to come home, and then I'll show you how we serve it up. I'm also boiling some corn because she has to have corn on the cob with it, rice and gravy. I also wanted to say I didn't add any additional seasoning. The chicken is well seasoned, The broth is already salted, or the stock rather, is already salted. So we'll wait and taste it, and then we'll go from there. But I think it should be fine. Okay, this is the chicken and caramelized onion gravy, and I tasted it. It's so good, and you can see the seasoning on the meat. The Tony Chachere's seasonings and the caramelized onions just and the chicken stock go so well together. It's really, really good. The onions turn sweet, and you just have a nice light gravy. It's just so good. The onions take a little time to cook, but it's so worth it. And like I said, if you don't have Tony Chachere's, you can make up your own seasoning, and you can use any kind of Cajun seasoning that you like if you don't like the Tony Chachere's. But thank you for watching, and I really hope you try this out, and I hope you enjoy it.